Hello, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to tonight's Tournament of Champions 2024 Round of 16 match. We have Game 1 between Cloud and Rinoa today. I am joined in the booth by Mecklin89. How are you doing today, Mecklin?
Doing pretty good. About yourself?
I am doing excellent today. I know this was new for me today, so I'm going to kind of start at the beginning. So the Tournament of Champions 2024 is an invitational tournament where invites went out to previous champions of Final Fantasy randomizer tournaments. There was an async where 16 of the invitees were chosen based on their async performance, being able to submit 3 seeds and the various performances within there. When we get to the races, before each race, we will choose randomly between one of 8 flag sets. So the flag sets are of various Final Fantasy randomizer contests throughout the years, and today we have our 2019 brackets, which I believe were intended to be pirate themed, Mecklin, if I
That
remember
is the
correctly.
gist of it, is the pirate theme. I know we have buff pirates, and I know we do have a captain and a squabby. The captain in this case is the black belt. The squabby is the black mage, which we're not allowed to use. Made him walk the plank.
Yeah. Got to push that black mage off the boat.
It's very sad, but we must do it.
Yeah, and so being a 2019 flag set, we actually are without a lot of the flags that we're used to. There's no blursings, there's no weapon blursings. Some of the early access was available at this time, but not all of it. But we do have, interestingly enough, Tome Shuffle on. So we may not. The Corneria is always going to be Corneria, but other towns are going to be randomized. So let's talk about these parties here. We've got, on Rinoa's side, we have Black Belt, Red Mage, White Mage, Red Mage. So I guess Black Belt, Rainbow?
Yeah, it's as close as you can get.
Yeah. And we are off. Let's see what we have for level 1 magic. Level 1 white includes... Wall's not bad.
Wall's a good pickup. It's a free ribbon, almost.
And lock. We do have Confuse. Power Word is at 300 in this flag set, so not going to do a ton for us, but it's there. Any nice weapons? Silver, sword, kind of there.
Yep, picking up wall and infuse, invisible.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like there's anything good in the shops either.
No. And no good sweepers in level 1 is just not great for us. Means can't get through those free early fights. So no shop item in Corneria, but
I believe we also don't have starting equipment, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, no starting equipment.
No consumables, a completely empty party or inventory.
Yep. This is back in the day. At least you don't have to buy one potion at a time. That would be
yeah, that would be horrendous. I can't imagine going back to the days of buying one potion at a time.
When I started in the community, we were still on. I can't remember if we were on that or if we had the option for 10. Used to be
okay.
higher than 10s.
I've noticed in some new flag. I think it's in the beta at the moment, but buy max quantity is a thing that's starting to show up.
Oh, wow! You don't even have to look anymore.
You can just hold up or press up, and then it'll eventually max out. Now, it does not take into account your gold, at least as far as I can tell. So you still have to do some simple math as much as you can. But yeah, you can max out those heal potions pretty quickly.
So Cloud gets their way through, earns an herb and a rod. Rinoa decides that we need some weapons on these fools in order to get through Garland. Resets out of doing missing and doing 2 damage at a time. Buy some nunchucks for the black belt. He's going back to see what we can do.
Nunchucks are not something you see very often.
No, but Garland 2 hits for 2 damage. That was just going to take way longer than we wanted to. Speaking of, enemy boss stats are scaled 40 to 230, so we've got quite a range here that we could have hit. Garland could have been paper thin, but is not today.
Yeah, I think he's rolling a little bit on the high side.
Did Garland get confused? I believe Garland got confused.
I know they went for it.
Well, I saw Garland hit himself, so...
Must have then. I know I definitely seen the second red mage go for it, so...
Yeah, not too bad if you can hit it. So Rinoa gonna unlock their herb and their rod. Oh. Bones have sleep.
Oh, that's no fun.
And mute. That's yeah.
That's the GG
And
reset out.
cremate.
Yeah, nope.
And cremate. That is amazing.
Bones are the enemy in this seat.
Yep. Now we enter the wonderful
Like,
Birch boss.
We're heading over to Provoca, see if we can get some good level 2 spells.
Yep, Cloud deciding to make the trip up to Matoya's. I remember there being arguments about if this trip was worth it. You need the couple chests. If you find a lot of gold, it's actually quite nice, but just a wizard stuff.
That's gold.
One supposes. Cake at level 2, Ice 2 is a sweeper that we will probably use, I would guess. Maybe we're gonna go check White Magic first. But Cloud resetting out of the nothing that was Matoya's cave.
I think Rinoa just completely skipped their white magic. I do believe in this flag sets, we don't have white mage Harmall yet, so it's not really. If you got that sweeper, you might as well just go for it.
Yeah, if you find Fade still works, but everything else is only gonna work on undead. So
64 shot.
The pirates, we do have buff pirates for our pirate themed 2019 flag set here. Pirates have thunder.
Yay, that's my favorite.
And so we'll see if Cloud doesn't appear. Oh, there we go.
Rhino's not faring so well. These are buffed pirates as well, from what I imagine.
Yeah. So I guess we're just really, really waiting for the RNG to roll our way.
I'm sorry, not buffed pirates, unsafe pirates.
Unsafe pirates, right? They can get scripts that they can get nuke.
Yeah, they can get some scary stuff. Cake takes them down though.
Yep. And we both get them down at the same side, and is this even randomized?
I was gonna say Vicky's holding onto that shit.
Yeah, I suppose that's kind of fitting after the buff pirates and everything. I'm down with this. But yeah.
Yeah, pirate theme. You gotta, steal the ship from the other pirates, claim it as your own.
Yeah, we are the pirates. So with the flag set, we do have the free canal on, so this actually gives us quite a bit of access to not only the entire inner sea, but Melmond, and a few other places.
Crescent Lake we could go to. With that rod, we could go ahead and dive Earth Cave.
Yep, definitely dive Earth Cave.
Ooh, that tier 4 I saw on white 2.
Ah, nice.
That is a nice early. The slow boat.
Oh, this is before Speedboat was a thing.
Yes, it is. Not gonna lie, I booted up the vanilla cartridge a few days ago, and I thought it was miserable after getting the ship, and I was like, what is this? This is nonsense. I need my fast boat.
Right. I completely agree. I completely forgot that would probably be a thing that happened here, and the boat's just putting along. This is great.
Putt, yep.
So we're putting our way down to Elfland here. See what's for sale in level 3 and 4 magic. Oh, Elfland is
we,
Gaia.
we got thrown up by Provoca being vanilla. This is Gaia
I
down
know.
here. Yep.
I actually I saw Provoca was vanilla, and I had to go check the flags again to make sure I didn't misread it because I'm like, oh, did I just screw up? But no. Oh, copper bracelets for sale. Kind of cheap too.
When we're making the long walk to get to the item shop to see if there's nothing for sale that we want.
Yep. Otherwise, not a lot to do here. We could check the magic and see what's for us, but it's not going to do a lot for us. We do have the herb, though, so we'll go see what the prince has for us. And we so we can translate that. Well, maybe we can translate it.
Maybe if we can find Melon, yeah. The irony being that Melman possibly being in Lithane and having to do the fetch quest backwards.
That would be awesome. If we found Lefane right over here at Melman, I would be down. Ooh, a black shirt. I don't think I saw that before.
That's a nice sweeper.
Yeah. We just show people our shirt, and then they just run off. It's great. And then we encountered these bones again.
Yep. There goes the sleep bones.
Oh, man,
yeah,
right now. Rough.
Yep.
Black shirt's nice, but I don't know if it's that nice. There's some nice gold. Just ducking in for a couple chests at Dwarf right now. That's the only thing we can do. We would need TNT, the adamant, or the key to do anything else.
Yeah, those first two chests are rather nice. Sometimes you can find a ribbon or a moss moon in there. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, they can pretty much be... Oh, and the wolves have thunder, too. And slow.
Turning out to be a great seed.
Yeah, what is going on here? Jay Scheidel, did you roll this? While, speaking of, while our runners here are kind of retracing each other's steps and everything, I would like to thank Jay Scheidel for doing the tracking or doing the restream, and Catnip Bumblefarts for tracking for us today. Thank you for helping us put on the show and making the Tournament of Champions what it is for us.
Yeah, I believe Jay has his hands full with tournament prep, tournament organization.
Yep. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Looks like
mute. Does everything have a script? Did I miss like a flag or something?
I didn't see anything like that. Oh, look at that. Lefane's and Melman.
I mean, vanilla. Oh, it is. That's great.
And there's no superstore either, so there's no point in stopping in.
This is pre-superstore Mel or Lefane, so
I don't even think we have an inn or a clinic in there either.
Probably not. Those, I'm pretty sure those flags came after. No, Lefanian hospitality flag is not on.
Nope. It's like Rinoa's heading over to see what's towns over at Crescent Lake, hoping maybe we can get a shop item.
Well, we do have the old man item that we can get if Crescent Lake is Crescent Lake.
Yes.
But
aside from that, I feel it's just a ship into Earth Cave.
Yeah, we are kind of closing in on things that, hey, the snakes have crack.
Oh, this is great.
This is just turning out to be the seed of all seeds here.
These are practice seeds I roll myself that I end up saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take a 5-minute and re-roll this and try something different. I'm done.
Yeah, you get most of the way or partial way through it, and you're just like, no, this is not what we're doing today.
After the 4th dive into Marsh Cave, I'm like, all right, I'm done for the day. I'm out.
It's an extremely respectable opinion to have. I very often do the same thing. We're gonna show these asps our shirt. They have poison damage, or poison touch rather, not poison damage.
Oh, we got Melmond over at Crescent Lake, so we can turn that slab in. So get yeah, get something going.
And really cheap chain armor that we're gonna throw on our red mages here.
It's so odd to see a number after it. I'm so used to the blurrings.
Yeah, so used to so much here. And
Yeah.
Rinoa gets their slab translated and probably head right back to the Fane and see what this item is. Oh, and we did pick up Harm, and we're going to use it on Wraiths, as the devs intended.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. That's what it's actually supposed to be used for.
Yeah, and surprisingly, like unlike most things in this game, it actually kind of works.
I was gonna say, that actually does decent damage, because I believe it still uses the elemental bonus against them, so it gives a little bit of an extra boost. Oh, nuke at level 5.
I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll get some charges on it later on, maybe, but
And so what Rinoa is trying to do here,
I'm not quite
is
sure.
that
Oh, that's right.
we have Zozo Melmond on, and so that's actually like desert tile.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're using like a different ROM or something, or it could just be the color.
I think whenever you do shuffle towns, I think some of the I've
Maybe
noticed at least some of the
and
palettes get
stuff.
swapped. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The way that Final Fantasy is programmed, I could see how that's.
Yeah, I see some funky palette swaps some places.
And of course, Melman doesn't have a clinic, so our poor dead red or black belt is gonna have to stay on the ground for a little bit while we go turn in the slab. Probably. Well, that's actually not gonna get us a clinic either.
Oh, and Cloud, I think, just picked up a Masa out of Marsh Bottom.
Oh, wow.
Or Marsh Top. Marsh Top. Yeah.
That is definitely something that we'll take. Definitely a nice sword for that fighter to swing if we weren't taking on the ground.
Yeah, I suppose they were looking for one of the loose items. I do believe there's 3 loose items in this pull, so.
Yep, there will be 3 loose items. There's also an incentive in Marsh, but it's locked behind it's in the key lock spot, so.
The longest walk.
Oh, gold Cheerio. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, those are nice to have.
Certainly we'll take one for free. Let's see if Scums have like nuke or something.
An adamant pulled from the Lefanish.
Yeah. And given where we're at, this may end up being lazy dwarves into like a canoe or something. Lazy dwarves being where the Smith has the TNT or the bomb dwarf has the adamant. Oh, was that the ogre or the creep has glance? The ogre has glare. Creep has
glare
black.
and brack. That does not look like a fun pack to fight.
I mean, the normal script shuffling is on, so I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, okay. Just the adamant into the canoe. That gives us a few more places to check. We can go to volcano, we can go to ice.
So we can go up to ordeals. That's ice and ordeals are the only 2 incentivized dungeons per se.
Yep, and in this mode, those incentive items are going to be in their normal location, so the ice is going to be after the ice loop, and then ordeals will be in the final box before the drop.
Yeah, and I don't believe we've seen warp yet, so that ice dive might be... Yeah, either ice or ordeals could be a little bit of a slog. Especially with these scripts that we seem to be having rolled on everything right now, so...
I mean, eventually the game runs out of scripts to put on monsters episodes, so we'll have to just see if this is the case. Rinoa is heading over to Provoca, which is Provoca. Not really sure what we're doing here. Must be picking something up we left behind. Oh, just some cabins.
Oh yeah, we need some saves.
Yeah.
Saves are important.
Stay at the inn here.
I would imagine they're probably going for a ice dive.
Yeah. I feel like we should turn on speed boat. I am feeling for the runners just watching the boat putt around. It's like I forgot how slow it was. Cloud heading down to Marsh. There will be some loose items we might be able to pick up out of here, but hard to say. Cloud heading towards the bottom of Marsh, while Rinoa.
Yeah, they're going to be taking a long boat ride. Their next stop.
Oh, looks like our next stop's Northwest Castle. Or
Oh, no, they're going for March. Yep.
Marsh. Yeah, it's like why? There's not really much reason to go north. So
Yeah, no key, no crown. Unless you just want to, take a walk around the castle.
you could just ask Astos how his day is. He doesn't tell you what the item is unless you have the crown, but you just ask him what.
Cloud picking up the Oxyale.
Nice loose Oxyale in Marsh. Not really a lot to do with that yet. Ooh, and a dragon sword.
Rinoa picking up their Masa.
Nice dragon sword. Nice red mage weapon. Wow. Good pickup there. Black belt is down on Cloud's side though.
I do believe we have vanilla spike tiles too for this flag set, so having the black belt as your captain's not really a bad thing per se, because you know where the Agama, where the eye's at, so...
Yeah. Our runners will find plenty of places to rocket the black belt up to level whatever. Ooh, and a katana we can't use.
That's always sad.
Yeah. This would have been before most of the various tweaks that we commonly enjoy now. So the thief would not have extra agility, doesn't do anything different, doesn't have lockpicking or anything.
Yeah, no bonus hit growth, no nothing. The only thing you really want to take it for is run, I suppose.
Yeah, and even at that, without the bonus agility, it doesn't really run that much better than the rest of the party. So, probably would not see a thief on the 2019 flag set anyway. But here we are. Yes, the boat is so slow, Danny. Spend all of our time talking about slow boat, I think. So progression is going to be here, or volcano, or ice, likely. Or I guess ordeals.
Yeah, I think those are the only locations available left to them.
Yep, and we're somewhat rapidly running out of ordeals locations, or I mean rather, marsh locations that can still contain loose items.
Yeah.
And the gargoyles have glare too.
Yeah, the early scripts in this seed are not fun.
No, they're just really mean.
Yeah, everything's being rude.
It's
What have we
being
seen?
really mean too.
I think we've seen all of the nasty at this point. So
Um,
I haven't seen Nuke.
I was gonna say I don't think we've seen a nuke yet. I think there's still things like poison touch and or poison damage and things that are unpleasant to find, but
Oh yeah,
we've seen a lot of the glare and the gaze and the status ailments.
crack,
Crack
thunder.
happened, yeah.
Yeah.
And Rinoa picking up their Oxyale. Meandering our way through.
Cloud picking up their Oxyale again. And noping out, it
And
seems.
deciding we are done with.
Let's get out of here. Let's save this.
Blackshirt doing some good damage though. Giant sword, always fun to see.
Do you personally, whenever you go to fight fiends, swap onto a sword that has a elemental bonus, or do you just kind of roll for the best? Because I know a lot of times I end up getting either coral sword or some stuff like that, fire sword for lich. Um, is that a thing you would do, or
I
personally?
mean, it kind of depends. In this case, it's kind of an empty question because we have the Masa.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it depends on the flags too, because sometimes the bonuses are jacked up. If I remember right, you can.
yeah. I know
You
for
can
this one there's no elemental bonuses, as I think this is before that time, but yeah. I just know there's been a couple times where myself personally I end up with a plethora of swords for my fighter to choose from, and I don't really know how much benefit I'm getting from tossing the coral sword on before going to Kraken, or just sticking with that flame -2.
Yeah. I mean, so the the weapon fixes are in, so you will get the elemental bonus against Lich or whoever that you take. Um, that said, I don't. It kind of depends on your situation, right? If you're switching to a sword that's like of the same level, you're probably gonna do. It's probably gonna be pretty good for you. But if you're, I wouldn't go backwards a whole lot. I might use just a normal good sword versus trying to get that fire sword to work out,
Okay.
or ice
Yeah,
sword or whatever.
I'm just curious. I know like sometimes I'll have like a dragon sword +4 versus like the sun sword +5, and going up against Tiamat. I feel like it would be.
Sorcerers have the damage poison.
What's that?
Sorcerers have the damage poison that I was discussing earlier. But yeah, it. I think knowing the elemental bonuses and which ones are actually in play is a really good thing to know, though.
There's our bones don't seem to be doing. I didn't see what was at rest in that pack, but
There
that
were
poison
two
damage.
bones, a creep, and our bone.
While Rinoa's trying to make their way through ordeals.
Yeah, see, just not helping us out here. Oh, and the sorcerers also have lit too.
Yeah, this is hopefully you get that nice run. By this point, I think should have all the warps memorized. It seems like it.
Yeah, we definitely know where we're going.
Yep.
Oh, we found it. X.
Now the question is, can we get to that chest? I think not.
No, apparently our white mage is going to die before we make it there. And I don't think we found any of the life spells yet. So, it does of course make it a little bit harder to progress.
Yeah.
But we know the maze now.
Yeah.
We
I
pulled
took
some
some- Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say we pulled some zombies instead of those sorcerers. Maybe we'll end up in a different chain and we just won't see the nasty.
Yeah, I think just shuffling through the encounter table is probably the best bet to try to get through here. And just pray for good luck.
So sorcerers have damage, poison, and lit too, and we're definitely coming up in the pillar maze quite a bit. So that's what you made. That's what you missed so far. Maybe Medusas don't have anything. That would be sort of. That would just be something that the randomizer would do to us. Oh, and they don't have any hit points either.
Nice. There we go.
Okay, at least one thing we can beat up in here. We did gain a whole level off that Medusa, so nightmares on the spike tile. Just a little bit of gold. Some man cats, which have
That was stun touch, wasn't it?
they have paralysis touch. It looks like. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and mummies and whiz mummies. Gross. And the mummy had poison touch,
I think so.
or maybe yeah, or maybe it was just the one with mummy, but something in there had poison touch.
Yeah, it was the mummies.
Yeah, the mummies have it's a poison touch, which is also not great. Hopefully, I know we found some sources up here, so we're good in that sort of arena. But ooh, a pro ring.
A pro ring is nice to get.
Yeah, that's really good, especially considering the scripts that we're finding.
Right. And the TNT pulled from Ordeals finally.
Back to
Let's
dwarf.
Can we get past the zombie D though? I
It's
think so.
runnable, so I think we should be okay. But
Now they're taking the fight.
oh, it doesn't have any hit points.
Yeah.
All right, we made it through ordeals.
That was a slog.
It was kind of an ordeal, wasn't it? Like
It sure was. I mean, the Temple of Ordeals. Fitting.
it sort of stood up to its name, which doesn't always. I think it needs a sound effect. It needs like a little motorboat sound effect.
I'll say, can we modify it? Because we have the sound tiles on the damage tiles, so why don't we do like a little? I'm sure that's something that does could work in there.
Oh, like if all the water tiles are like quote unquote damage tiles, and that they make a little noise. And
Yeah, they just don't actually inflict damage on you.
Yeah, there we go. New feature request.
Yep. Let's get it in the books. Make it a requirement for something like this.
Oh, and we have the ruby. That's something we can do something with.
If I'm not mistaken, early Sarda is not turned on.
So we would need to make our way through Earthgate, which we can do. So
No, early Sarda is on. Early Sage is turned off.
what's the sage trigger? I don't remember.
That'd be the Crescent Lake turn in, right? Early Sages?
Yeah, the Crescent Lake turn-in is the sage.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know what I don't know what unlocks them. Ooh, Opal Shield.
I think it's the Lich Kill, if I'm not mistaken, because you can get to Crescent Lake in the vanilla game before defeating Lich, but you can't get the item from them. Because then you'd be able to break the fourth wall, you'd be able to get through to skip Lich entirely, yeah. Because you can, yeah, because I remember you can skip carry, but you can't skip Lich. Opal Bracelet pulled from Sarda.
Opal Cheerio is one of our incentive items. Fine.
Yeah, it's a nice find for sure.
Probably
Yeah.
wanted progression, but you know, like a floater. Floater would be nice.
It'll help for that inevitable dive down through Earth as Cloud is doing at the moment.
The arachnids seem nice at least. Like, they didn't seem to roll nuke or whatever. Still trying to track down the last 2 loose items here, so you'll see our runners checking most, if not all, of the chests available. Cabin.
Ghouls and
gold.
Geist, something has a paralyzed touch on it.
Yeah, they're just like not nice. What is... Yep, looks like the ghouls have the paralyzed touch. Black belt. Oh, and we reset out.
Yeah, that's just gonna... You're just gonna get stuck in a loop for too long, wasting time.
Yeah, I get frustrated like that too. It's like, come on, do something different.
Yeah, and it's kind of a matter of, did I save the last time I got a night? Where was the last time I saved? Is it worth...
Oh, and we can't even go to Melman's because
Nope.
there's no
Nope.
in.
Gotta trudge on back to Canaria. Putt, putt, putt.
Putt, 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 putt. Yep. Looks like we're going to be rolling up to Lich here in a second, though. So, see if Cloud can light the first orb. Seems to be having better luck with Earth than Rinoa did. But we'll still have to see. You know, with this seed, I would buy some beers and some softs.
There was nuke from the Gur Ogres.
Oh, cool. Well, maybe this means the last half of the game will be easier.
That's the only thing I can think at this point, is that, like, if we're rolling all the nasty early, that means the end game will just be a quick breeze through.
Yep, and we do have long Topher on, so Topher is going to be... You're going to get some encounters, and they're probably not going to be the nicest things. So...
I guess they can only pray that Lich 2 rolls all the nasty and they just skip right past it.
Yep. Cloud trying to take some encounters here. Maybe trying to burn something off before the next floor. That would make some sense. Maybe keeping notes on the encounter table.
Oh, yeah, trying to avoid the Gogers.
Yeah. Looks like we went in off a soft reset this time to try and avoid that encounter. Rinoa's pulling into ice. I wonder if we found something that made us do this. I wonder if we found warp. I did not see if that is the case.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either, so maybe they figure it's a known incentive item, possibly hoping for the floater. Vanilla floater would be nice.
Yeah, I know that there are certain runners, and one thing about this tournament I don't think we actually ever mentioned is that the runners are all mystery. So each runner has been assigned a famous character from Final Fantasy history. In this case, we have Cloud from Final Fantasy VII and Rinoa from Final Fantasy VIII. And that is their identity for the tournament, so we don't know who is who. But I do know that some runners do kind of have that, do all your checks first, do all your do all your orbs at the end, because the orbs don't provide progression, and in this flag set they don't even provide bonus experience, which they do in some flag sets.
Right, I believe it's for this flag set it's 50% experience at 15 items. So, and I don't believe that scales progressively like the shards do. So I think it's once you hit the 15, you get the bonus experience.
Yeah, it's not an incremental, like each one's not 0.5% or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yep, 50% at 15.
Yeah, and I mean the eye tiles down here too, so maybe they think maybe I don't think that they're quite there, but maybe they think they could, luck out and get a few levels in with that before going into do an Agama grind with carry.
Yeah, it could be. I suspect we're hoping the floater's here. Just vanilla.
Yeah, I mean there's really nothing else for progression. I mean, the bottle. I think you could the bottle and the crown.
Bottle
The
on the crown we
crystal.
can turn in.
Yeah, we could do a crystal turn in.
Did we see the TNT turn in yet, or is Cloud going and doing that now?
I don't remember seeing either runner going down there, but it does not appear to.
Oh, the ruby was the TNT. That's right.
Oh, okay.
That enabled us to get to Sarda and get our Opal Cheerio.
It
Which,
does
while
say-
nice, doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. So yeah, bottle of crystal or hopefully the floater. Not much else. Eventually one of them has to lead to the floater unless it's just somewhere loose in Volcano, and I'm betting that Rinoa is hoping that they don't have to search every chest in Volcano for that, and they can just skip to the grind and go.
Yep. So normal or goal rather for the swag set. Light 4 orbs. Go be chaos, win the game. Mage stick. So Cloud heading up. Believe back to turn in the slab and get their adamant and do that whole fun chain. So Rinoa continuing to explore ice, looking for those loose items, hoping for something good here at the end. Oh, mages have ruse, which is, I mean, it's kind of okay, honestly. But still, and lit. Light axe out of 6-pack, Wear sword out of 6-pack. Better than nothing. Which is what we had on that red mage. This sorcerer that can cast some pretty nasty stuff.
Looks like they skipped the spike tile chest as well.
Maybe there's something, maybe it was really nasty and they got bounced out. That would make some sense to me.
Yeah.
Silver helm. Ooh. There's a
Was that
ribbon
a-
at the bottom
I was
of
gonna say,
ice.
was that a ribbon?
It's a ribbon at the bottom of ice. That is a really, really nice thing to have. And Cloud getting an adamant canoe, which sounds like it would not be very seaworthy, but I guess we have one.
Oh, and the
Ooh.
X cow. Kind of useless
So
for Rinoa.
yeah, yeah. But ice is kind of nice. See what eyes rolled for hit points, more than 100. Less than 280 though, so not too bad.
Nope.
And the crystal. It looks like we're gonna poke some eyes here. Yeah, less than 200 hit points, or less than 216 anyway. Pretty good grind here. Maybe see us. Oh yeah, we're just gonna do it. We're showing the eye, our hammers. We're definitely gonna just rock through here. And
Oh yeah, that's that was 229 on that swing, so
yeah,
the
must
black.
have rolled down a little bit. Ooh, mage stick does some damage. We are kind of showing the eye our equipment, trying to get decided to take out for now. Like you said, probably heading for the Agmas for a real grind.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. Just take a few levels, get a few more hit points, maybe a few more spell charges, and then go for that Agama grind.
Oh, mage staff doing some pretty good damage here against the images. Going back through Ice Loop, leaving Ice. Ice didn't seem to treat Rinoa too badly though. So
I
looks
think
like the
they,
cloud.
as I say, I think they had to dive like once or two or three times before they could manage to get to the actual incentive chest. But yeah,
They made it all the way through, which isn't true of all the dungeons we've tried.
oh no, not at all. Meanwhile, Cloud is making their way through ordeals.
This really not very nice ordeals here that we have rolled for us. Back through the loop and out the door and save.
Yes, saving is important.
We got all of that nice equipment. We got our nice crystal. Do we get in our little putt-putt and go back and visit Matoya? We probably do.
Yep.
Rather than the other option being Volcano while we're here. But, nah. Oh, we're not even gonna get at our boat. We're
Not
just
worth
gonna
it.
boat's too slow, just gonna walk. We can shortcut across the river, which is always great when you're going back to Matoya's here. Oh, and we got a chime.
No, that's nice,
Which we
but
need.
yeah, not right now. Oh, that was a nice it's a nice save.
What happened?
They had saved down in the river system. And then
Oh. So they
yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
I've
So
seen
they
that
just
from a
wait to
few
go back
runners
in.
and I like that. I just can never remember to do that myself. Or if I do, I end up on the wrong end of the encounter table and I'd have to take, 17 fights on my way to where I'm going.
Right. That's never very much fun. Here's a nice pack we're just gonna run away from. And it looks like we may be intentionally taking these zombie Ds, I think. Or maybe not, but...
It's like
Played us out. That's too bad.
it's like Rinoa erased that out of the hairpin chest, so nothing of note there.
Let's see if there's anything good in armory. Opal shield again. We don't really need 2 of those. No, it doesn't even really need 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then we have the fighter to put it on. And a useless katana.
Another katana. The seed is taunting them. And tons of money. Like, I think 90% of those chests were money.
Yeah.
Fire is where we're gonna run away from. Yep, we just reset out of all that. That was just useless junk.
All pure garbage, yep. Well, garbage for Reno's party.
Yeah. I still don't know if in the flag set, the way that it's set right now, if you would take a thief knowing you would guarantee a katana. I'm still not sure you would. They're just so horrible without any sort of bonuses.
Yeah.
Money, more money.
Cloud making their way. Well, okay. I thought they were making their way over to dwarves. Maybe they're making a pit stop. Hey, that was a Vorpal.
Which we still don't need. I mean, I guess it's something that our other black mage... Well, no. Still don't need it.
Yeah. I mean, I assume they're not going to promote, so it's not really... not something worthwhile.
Certainly, I don't know that... Certainly, they're not going to go out of their way to promote it. Oh, Wizarders have Blizzard. That's actually kind of fitting. And Nuke, which is less... Or no, the Green Orders have Nuke. Like you said.
That nuke is horrible to see.
Just hate it. It's all these monsters, too, that you see a bunch, like Green Ogres and...
Yeah, all common pack. Yeah.
Just, like, not making our runners' lives very easy today in this Tournament of Champions round of 16 action here. And as I said at the top of the hour, this is game 1. So each of these rounds is best of 3, so we will get at least one more game between Rinoa and Cloud before one of them advances on. Ooh, White Shirt.
Oh, White Shirt's a nice pickup.
See, I wish I knew enough about the runners to know, like, because I've noticed that Rinoa is always putting the caster item in the first slot.
I know I do that just for ease of access, but...
Yeah, but it's not something everybody does, and so it's kind of like maybe a tell to who they are.
Right. I know some runners I've watched, they'll just leave the chaos just wherever it's get put in the inventory, that's where it stays, and that just messes with my muscle memory too much.
Ooh, 2 hits, 16 damage. Let's see if the Agonas are nice to us today. No, they don't hit very hard. 178. Less than 500 hit points, anyway. And we're on Carrie's floor. There's no incentive item in Volcano, but we will probably check anyway, because...
Oh yeah, you never know. It could be... This could be the floater, you know?
It could. Right now, every box could be the floater that we haven't checked, so... Makes sense.
Actually, I don't really know what's left after this. I think it almost has to be, doesn't it?
Um,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Or I guess it could be the key. It could be.
the key gets us one item. I mean, it could be the bottle. It could be
A bunch of gold.
a bunch of gold. But the next progression, probably the crown or the bottle.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. Crown, bottle, key. Because I mean, the key does get that one instead of item, but then it also opens up a handful of boxes scattered throughout the inner sea. So
Yeah.
it's possible that that floater is still just loose hanging out there. But aside from like, I'm not entirely sure what chests have been skipped on either side. I would feel like we would have seen the floater at some point.
Yeah, you would think so. But we'll see what's going on. And we try and land a confuse on Carrie. Doesn't work. Try and land a confuse on Carrie. Ooh, Carrie's confused. White shirt. Carrie doing 8 damage to herself.
It's helpful.
Yeah, I mean,
Chip damage, it's something.
she's not
But
running her scripts against our party, which is.
I was gonna say, it's better than mowing down your entire party. So.
Yep.
And down goes Carrie.
Oh, down goes Carrie. First orb lit. There we go. After 54 minutes and 37 seconds, we have our first orb.
All right, we're moving on.
And we have access to one more.
Cloud doing their ice dive and lost their black belt in the process, so they won't be picking up any levels here.
Nope. Unfortunate.
Yeah, these enemies have not been very kind this seed.
So, have we seen any of the chests past Rodlock yet?
I thought Cloud popped them open on the way down, but
I thought so too, but I can't remember seeing any of them.
yeah.
Otherwise, there is sort of a dearth of places to go. Because we don't have things like, so lots of features like the on-rack dock or things like that are not on and exist in 2019.
Right.
So we can't go to on-rack. The Oxyale does us absolutely no good. The Chime does us absolutely no good, right? I guess we're just gonna go to Earth. I think we ended up bailing out of Earth because Earth is gross.
Yeah, if I remember right. Oh, maybe we didn't check the chests on the first floor of Earth.
Third Opal Shield.
Game said you're running with 3 fighters, right?
I guess. 3 fighters, 2 thieves. And we're just gonna damn that other red mage, I guess. Which I can't really fault as a plan.
Earth 1 chests are all duds.
Yeah, we definitely checked on our way down. We'll probably pick the Oxyale back up. I think it's... Yeah. Or no, Oxyale's in Marsh. Didn't we find something in here? Maybe we didn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I feel like this was almost an hour ago when they dived Earth.
Yeah. They were in Earth a while ago.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there was nothing there.
Yeah, I don't remember. Nothing that sticks to mind, at least. Maybe maybe one of those katanas was down here.
Oh, probably. Lots of money
I was gonna say just some money.
that we've decided we're just going to skip out, which is fine. I mean, we don't need it. We're past the point where money helps. We're gonna have to buy spells, but that's about it.
Yeah, but I think once they do the Agama grind, they'll have all the money they need.
Yeah. We're not gonna miss it. Kiki. Oh yeah, we keep getting the green orders on this floor, and they keep casting nuke on us. That's what happened.
Yeah, and I think that's why they both ended up just dipping out of this. Or at least Cloud definitely was down here and dipped out.
Yep. Well, we've got a few more levels under our belt now. A little bit nicer equipment. Hopefully, the Grey Ogres will just be nice to us and won't cast nuke.
I'm interested to see if Cloud goes for that spike tile chest, because if I'm not mistaken, that might have been one of the few chests that have not been checked. At least I didn't see it from either runner earlier.
Rinoa didn't check it on their way through the second time, but that might just be because the spike tile's nasty. I don't know.
Right. Oh, frost wolves. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of nasty. Yeah. And I do kind of feel like that's. I don't know about the two left chests. I don't recall that, but I'm sure that they both checked those. Haven't
Everything else.
dove ice multiple times now. So I'm thinking that chest might be the answer. I'm trying to rattle my brains around anything else that they might have missed along the way. Catnip is mentioning that the left chest had nothing of note, so yeah. And
The vampire is keeping a tuxedo in his closet, so mummies, go away. We don't like you.
yeah, I gotta say, I would not be too happy running this seed personally. But
no, I would be quite annoyed at this point.
yeah, I imagine both runners are just thinking, "Oh, this is a fun day. I'm glad I signed up for this."
Yeah, I suspect not.
Oh, there's the bottle. So no, I don't believe we did check any of these chests down on the Earth 4 floor.
Yeah, I don't think we made it here. So loose bottle. Let me see. Ruby.
Loose bottle into crown or key.
So we still got one loose that we're looking for. But assuming that there's not really a lie here, the bottle has to turn into progression of some sort. Maybe it's key to marsh floater. That would be gross. Fun for our runners, of course.
So I know we picked up 2 ribbons, but I don't know if either of those were incentivized or not. I didn't catch the jingle.
Yeah, I don't know either. Let's actually look at the flag set and make sure that there's an incentive. Say too much more. Yeah, there is.
Oh, there's the floater. Oh. There it is.
There we go. There's our progression.
And that should be the final loose then.
Yep. So that is definitely 3 loose. So we can stop checking boxes now. That's always nice.
Oh, yeah. After you've already cleared half the game.
I mean, it could be worse. All the loose could be in Sky, and you could have to check all the boxes all the way up to Sky.
Oh, that's true.
great imps. And werewolves don't seem to really have much, which is good. And Lich's Floor. Ooh. It's a pretty nasty hit from the Earth.
Cloud, meanwhile, is clearing out the volcano armory floor, hoping for a sniff of something, you know?
Literally anything. So 260 on Lich. Lich comes out with Ice 3. Harm 3 goes out for 182. Still not down. Puts our black belt to sleep, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the mage just took care of this one.
Yeah. Lich had a decent number of hit points, honestly, but just still was a speed bump. So Rinoa on 2 orbs and a floater. And the bottle turn in, which you know, we'll have to see. We know where the Oxyale and the Chime are. So we need the crown.
Yeah, crown would be our last turn in, I believe, and then
That's our last fetch quest.
key is locking 1 incentive item, so potentially.
So it could be. So it could be anything because there's. We got to get out of the waterfall and other things.
Right. And then we have the old men in Crescent, which we haven't seen yet.
We haven't seen the old men. We also haven't seen the shop item, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I don't believe we've seen that either.
So
Onrak was at Gaia, I believe is where we landed. Yep.
well, now we know where this goes, and now we're gonna take the trip to Lefane and figure out that it is. Can we do this by process of elimination? Have we seen enough?
I was gonna say we
Is
don't.
it Elfland
It'd be Elfland or Crescent.
or Crescent?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And since they did take down Lich, they can grab that incentive item.
Yeah.
Man, imagine living in a world where early sages, early Sarda was not a thing.
And we have one of my favorite flags is Confused Old Men. So, ooh, and we got the key.
Oh, what a lucky draw! I always have to go
I know.
through all of the sages to find the one.
It's one of my favorite flags because I just love watching them wander around.
I do find it quite hysterical myself.
So the world is pretty much our oyster here. Let's see what else we decide to do. If we're gonna go back to Marsh and dive the lower half.
And we're gonna check the Oasis for item.
The item.
Yep,
That's
there
here.
it is. There's the crown. Crown into cube, and with the loot being in the sky. Oh no, sky's not expensive. So
yeah, it's got to be like waterfall probably. Here's Elfland.
Waterfall or Marshlock.
Yeah, so the loot and the cube and the tail have to be spread between Marshlock and Waterfall and one other tournament.
Oh, the bottle.
Oh, and the bottle.
Yeah. I know, I was trying to think too. I was like, what haven't we seen? At least we know where to turn the bottle in.
Yep.
Oh, and there's
Warp is level 4. Would have been
Oh,
nice
that's
a long
nice.
time ago.
I was gonna say we could have used that a long time.
Selling the X-Cal. Yeah. Always feels good. Buying a pro ring. Not quite, but we would like to buy pro rings. Oh, we needed to sell the X-Cal to get money for Warp. Okay.
Warp
we also
Quad
bought
X.
Dark.
Lock 2. Just buying everything.
Yeah, it's fine. We even bought it for our poor mage on the floor. And this is probably Vanilla Waterfall. I haven't seen Vanilla Waterfall in forever. Not even sure. My muscle memory probably remembers how to do this, but maybe not. ProcGen is one of the greatest flags, and I love it.
I like ProcGen on the Overworld.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
some fun.
I can't wait till like that's sort of like a tournament ready flag. That would be so much fun. The robot. I'm gonna say vanilla robot. I'm gonna say cube.
I want to say tail,
Tail.
just because.
Tail would be the worst option.
They
Tail
really
is
will.
not what our runners really want here. They probably want the loot, but they need both the loot and the cube. So.
And it is the tail. All right.
It is the tail. Yeah.
At least they can warp out.
We're so mad. I don't want that. I mean, I guess if they promote, it probably gives their red mages some spell level access.
I would say they kept it, so they're at least having something in mind for it. I guess we'll go see what bottle turn in.
Probably.
Nope, Marsh Dive. We're gonna go check out that incentive.
And grab the Oxyel out of here again.
I feel like the ferry, even with it being so far back without the Gaia shortcut, I think it's still a quicker walk. But it's a 50-50, so.
Well, you have to come back in here.
Oh, that's right, because they reset out of the Oxio.
Yeah, they never made it through a dive where they actually gained the Oxyel, so they still gotta pick it back up.
Yeah, this does make sense then. There it is. I'll say, I guess it was so long ago they don't remember where they found it at.
One of these dumb boxes on Earth, like 2 or whatever.
Right.
Ooh. Poison damage on spiders. Oh, and we found life.
Life 2
Life
and
2.
exit.
In Elfland, so that's always good to have. Bye, wizards.
And there's the cube. So that means
loot's behind the ferry in the bottle. In Gaia. But first, we're gonna go turn in the crown. And get the loot. So another thing you may notice is that our parties are named pretty standardly. The administrators have taken quite care here to preserve the anonymity of our runners, and so one of the things is they've asked the runners to turn off all their fun % flags. So the loot's always the loot. We don't get a concertina or whatever out of this. The Titan always likes rubies. Doesn't like chocolate or cookies. There. Now we are all of our items, and we just have to defeat 2 fiends and then go through Long Topher, which maybe after a grind shouldn't be too bad.
Carrie, Cloud is taking on Carrie now.
With the black belt eating dirt.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're, with all the gear that they found, they're deciding that a black belt grind is just not worth it.
And we do have the X-Gal. We will run across the tail. Cloud is unfortunately quite a bit of progression behind Rinoa at this point, but
Yeah, we'll see. See
we're
if
doing down there.
the time to grind makes up for the difference and how far behind they are.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Cloud is a higher level and so should get through these checks faster. We would hope, but we'll just have to see. The fighter is also pulling their weight quite a bit and getting us through some stuff that Rinoa was unable to get through.
Right. Yep, and there we go. Reno starting the grind.
So,
Oh, I know what's at the bottle. The incentivized ribbon.
oh yes, indeed. So that's a few ribbons for us. That'll be nice. Kick off our armor. Yep. And we're gonna eat some Agamas here for a little bit. This is one of the best grinds that you can do. Maybe a little early to take the masa off, unfortunately, but
So that's good till about what, level 20 or so?
yeah, I think that's the general cutoff. I think it's when you start doing when you can do unarmed 6 hits.
Yeah. I'm not as familiar with the black belt grind. I've only dabbled in it a few times now, but yeah.
It's one of those things that, in general, the community gets a little bit, what's a polite way to put this? They don't like seeing the black belt over and over and over again. It's kind of like the default sort of.
Oh, yeah, I could see that because the grind, the fact that you have to sit in the grind, it's a little bit stale, a little boring. So
Yeah, and as we'll see on Rinoa's side after we do this grind, assuming that we're going to go up to some obscene level like 32 or 40, it does trivialize the rest of the game. But hopefully the red mage doesn't drop too quickly, since they're our primary source of damage here.
yeah, I don't think they've taken the gear off the red mage just yet. Yup. There we go.
We're putting the massa back on off the black belt here.
I'm guessing they wanted
all the experience.
Yeah, I'm guessing they just wanted a few more levels on that red mage.
Few more magic charges never hurt anybody, right?
Jay in chat saying dropping the red mage after level 21 maybe and leave the masa to level 30. Okay. I think I did a black belt grind the other day and I think it was around level 23 or 24. I took it off and my black belt was doing comparable damage to with the Moss Moon, so
yep. I think it should be pretty well set here. So, level 21. We will probably see us go to 42, I think is the cutoff. Is the useful cutoff in the low 40s. I'm not really sure.
I know 32 is a breakpoint and 42 is a breakpoint.
So 42 then is, I would guess, what we will
Yeah.
see.
I think the only difference really is I mean obviously like some more hits, so more power, but level 42, if I'm not mistaken, your magic defense is comparable to as if you had a ribbon equipped. So that's my understanding of it. And Jay is confirming in chat.
Yes. And if you would like to be like Mechlin and learn all manner of useful things about the program, come on over to the Duckling program, which is our kind of like new runner program that we have set up for us that is a training program that our more senior members of the community volunteer their time to train up the newbies and learn. It's a really great program. It's been going on for a great time, for a long time. Lots of people come through it. Join the Discord. Go to the wiki. Have a lot of fun with this. This is a lot of fun. We spend a lot of time on it because it is one of our favorite things.
Yeah, I'll say I about a month ago or so, maybe I'm not even sure if it's been a month now, but I had a week off of work and I went on YouTube and watched the VODs from the previous the not the Duck Derby, but the
boot camp, right?
yeah, the boot camp. Yeah, I watched those videos and then decided to just hop on and start playing, and then was like, you know what, I'm having fun. Let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, I joined up, signed up as a duckling, and I've been learning quite a bit from everyone.
Yeah, it's community is really nice, very helpful. Definitely wants everybody to join, gain the knowledge of the game, play through it.
Yeah,
Expect puns. Oh yes, I forgot.
expect puns.
You will go quackers over the puns that our duckling teachers have for you.
Yeah, just from what I've seen in my small time in the community, I definitely say that this is a very welcoming community, and I'm having a great time. As you can see, I decided to hop on comms, and I'm not very comfortable speaking in public, so this is an interesting way I'm progressing right now.
Yeah, I'm down with comms. I think it's a great way to learn too, because you get to see the you know, especially during the Tournament of Champions, you get to see, you know, people who are, or at very least were, at the highest levels, making their way through these really challenging seeds. I mean, this is not easy.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, I if this was something I was practicing, I probably would have noped out, gone got a bite to eat, maybe rolled another one with the same flags and tried again. But yeah, this is it's been very impressive to watch. I'm definitely picking up on things as I'm watching them and uh, helping out tracking, kind of getting me the feel of how progression works and all that good stuff. So
And we are punching ourselves just piles and piles of these iguanas. I always like to imagine like the aftermath of the black belts sort of iguana obsession. Just a pile of iguanas with, you know, sacrificed to the black belts training.
I think Cloud's finally making their way through. Ice Cave. I'm not too sure. They're not having a great time over there for sure.
Oh no, a fighter and a black belt are down again.
Yeah.
But we're leaving, so I'm assuming that we got. I don't remember what was here. Let me see. Oh yes, the crystal, which I see marked on the chart. So where is our black belt now? Our black belt's at 8 hits, which means we're above 32.
Yep, 34.
So still quite a few iguanas to punch here. But once we're done punching iguanas, we'll go punch ourselves a kraken, punch ourselves a Tia, maybe punch ourselves a Warmac if we find one.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, Warmac's always a good time.
Punch that robot chicken.
Yeah, have
Oh,
delicious robot chicken.
welcome Raiders from RPG Limit Break. Welcome, welcome. You're joining in the middle of a grind on one side and a slog through to get progression on the other side.
Yep. Welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Tournament of Champions. A few things to note. This is the 2019 bracket flags, so we will explain them as we go on. And we are seeing today Cloud and Rinoa. The Tournament of Champions has a gimmick where people are blind. You don't know who is participating in the race, and so they are all past champions of Final Fantasy Randomizer tournaments. But we have Cloud and Rinoa, and Rinoa's got a pretty good lead here in the middle of their grind versus Cloud trying to kind of clean up the item hunt portion of the game here. But we did get Nuke on the red pages, so it does make it a little bit easier. So one of the reasons that people like the Aghanim grind, apart from being 4,000 experience a pop, which you don't get every day, is that you can go back and forth between these two tiles, and you never step on an encounter tile. So you're never getting like random like fires that are kind of going to ruin your day because, you know, you're kind of set up to punch lizards.
Yeah, I don't think punching fire is too much fun.
No. Sometimes they're nasty. At 39. Yeah, probably. I would guess 42. That's almost assuredly where we're going here. Cloud kind of putting our way. Where are we going? Not really sure. We should probably know the Overlord better than this. Just go.
I guess they're going back to dive Earth now. Cloud, that is.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Got a Masa. We have some levels. Probably make it through this time. Maybe we can absorb one nuke. That would be helpful.
Hopefully. Yeah, and I think that at this point they realize that progression has to be down here somewhere.
Yeah. Once you've expired everything else, it's like, oh. And we're going to punch a dragon. We're gonna punch everything now. Everything's gonna get punched. And there we are, 42. We're gonna take the exit down here. You can still do this. Pretty neat. Nah, we already did carry, but we can still leave. And now we're gonna go and we're gonna go punch the Kraken. It's gonna be really fun. But first, we're gonna stand everybody up.
Move some equipment around, get things situated.
Yep. Put the ribbon, the all-important ribbon does indeed go on the white mage. So that we have our life casts just in case of crack or zap or any number of things that can happen.
Yes, the worst of worst. I know it's always a bad feeling whenever your white mage goes down and you realize I put the ribbon on their equipment, but I didn't equip them.
Using a house outside instead of walking to the inn. Saving those steps.
Yeah, that inn's not worth it.
It's the most expensive inn in the game. It's also the most luxurious. It's huge.
It's massive.
And we are not even bothering with Mermaid's Floor. We are going straight to Kraken. Do not pass go. Do not punch sea lobsters.
Nope, I believe they're dead set. They're in go mode. They're ready to just swing at the Kraken.
We are going to punch Kraken, and Kraken's going to die. With us doing 1100 in our paunches, Kraken's just going to disintegrate. It's going to be great.
I don't want to see Kraken roll max absorb just for a little bit of a fight, you know. Maybe make it a 2-round, you know.
And the sea snakes have poison touch too. Pretty sure that was touch. Maybe it was the control. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was. Your Cloud picking up their bottle finally.
Yep.
The
There's the bottle.
They're wondering, do I
Right.
do I go out now and check that, or do I just, you know what, I'm here. Maybe I just go check these other 3 chests just in case.
You know what you really should do here? You should go show your Masamune to the Lich. I'm pretty sure that he wants to see it. They want to see it. And we're on Kraken's floor here, so in just a little bit we will punch our way through a squid. The jerkbirds have their way with Cloud here. Hi, Kraken. Bye, Kraken.
Yep. I saw them move the Masa to the red mage as a just in case, but not needed.
They even swung with the red mage. The red mage was going to attack.
Yep. Not needed.
Nope. And now we're going to go punch a Tia. Tia might take 2 punches depending on how we roll.
And Cloud finding their floater.
Yeah. See, there you go. You made the right choice and you got rewarded.
I know there was definitely a moment of hesitation after seeing that bottle.
I mean, the temptation's there, right? You could just,
right, because there's not much left, so.
And you've got exit.
Yeah, but you're also 4 floors deep in the Earth Cave that's just been giving you nuke and nastiness, so.
And the vampires killed the white mage. Oh, Life 2's red mage. Well, that's nice. Doesn't matter.
I guess that's a learnable slot. I'm still
Yeah.
it's like 2 and 4 or something like that. I don't know.
So typically 2 and 4 are the unlearnable. Is that right?
That's what
I
I've
don't know.
gathered, except for is it black level 5 or something like that, and then a black level 6 you can only learn the first slot, or I don't know. It's a lot of weirdness with the red mage.
Yeah, and I don't ever remember what's in what slot. So
No. And then I get confused about what slots Onyx and which slots Gaia for level 7 magic. And then
Gaia for 7 and 8 are the last slots.
okay,
So
that's
like
what I would assume because it's the
yeah.
intended to be more of the last one of the last towns you would get to.
Yep. Those nachos not making it easy here on the bridge of Destiny. No chicken.
Not today. Not on Rinoa's side, at least. Oh, leading off with Thunder.
I think we cast a temper on the black belt. Oh yeah, we survived. Oh no, we cast a nuke. We survived a punch. We did. We survived a quad X. We didn't survive a second punch. All right. So Rinoa now is in the proper go mode. Has all 4 orbs lit, key and their loot, and will be going to the Temple of Ordeals and dealing with our friend Chaos.
I still find it odd that the programmers programmed key locks in Temple of Fiends when you need the key to progress through the game. Like, it just some of the things that they program just seem so weird. I don't know if that's like to try and prevent some type of like glitching, some map hacking to scoot around things, but they from what I can tell, they did a pretty good job of that, aside from the was it the any percent the floor glitch, the stair glitch.
Uh,
I've seen it once.
I'm not as familiar with the progression glitches in this game as I am the various combat glitches.
Yeah, I know that I at least watched at least one run of it where any percent you just walk up and down the stairs in Canaria Castle and then eventually you beat the game. But yeah, having that key lock in Topher is just very odd to me.
It is sort of an odd thing. It's kind of nice though. I kind of like that there's 2 key items that kind of guard the access.
Yeah,
It makes the randomizer fun anyway.
it almost makes you wonder if the development team back in the day had some kind of precognitive thought that randomizer would be a thing one day.
Uh,
I mean,
I
I
don't know.
doubt it, but it's a wishful thinking, right?
Yeah. The yeah, just thinking about how development happened back then is
It was
very
basically,
different.
I say, it wasn't a huge team. It was just one person for the most part.
There was a few for this, but it wouldn't have been a huge team. You can't have it. Uh-oh. Slimes have crack.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, red
Life.
mages have life too.
Yeah, we put that ribbon on that on those red mage, so
Yeah, I thought we had one on the white mage, but I could just be mistaken. There's also the whole nearly 1% or 3 and 256 thing. Red mage
oh
has
yeah,
2 hit
yeah.
points. You know, we were talking about this in the summer co-op. Mid Topher is the perfect Topher.
Oh yeah, I enjoy it for sure.
Lich gets punched and dies.
Oh, we were at Lich. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't see it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how this is gonna go. We're gonna punch Carrie too, and Carrie's just gonna load.
Oh, Life and Life 2 both at level 3.
Yeah,
I just got that
but
on
Life
top.
2's in the red learnable slot.
Right.
And without any of the other flags, there's actually no reason to pick up Life at that point.
I was gonna say there's no life in battle.
No life in battle, nothing fancy. Bye, White Mage.
So Carrie's putting up a little bit of a fight. Not healing the other Red Mage, not taking the time for it.
The other Red Mage has been on 2 hit points for like 4 battles. It's kind of funny.
There it goes.
Oh, not anymore.
I guess it's easier just to use a Life 2 cast than spend Gob's amount of heal pots.
And they're just magic pots at this point anyway. You're primarily casting punch. So a nice white shirt to bring up our evasion. 9 hits for 1289.
Going for quad X.
It's only gonna work. Yeah, those are both gonna be ineffective. 7 hits for 1312, and punch magic works again.
I say punch is effective.
Yes. At these levels, punch is very effective. We got away from the... Man, the encounters here. Just, like, not being very nice to us.
No.
Oh, there's the power bonk down here.
I was gonna say, Cloud picking up their tail and finding the power bonk at the same time.
Yeah.
That's helpful for their fighter.
It will be super helpful when they get to their Topher grind. Get there. We punch Tia. We cast Wall. Cast Lock. Lock's a good spell.
I never knew what Lock did until I started playing the randomizer.
It's because it probably didn't do anything.
I was gonna say, I think like most of the other spells, it just doesn't do anything, and then down goes Tia.
Yep. Yeah. Lots and lots of spells don't do anything in this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. I don't know. I picked up a bunch of spells when I played as vanilla, but I don't think a lot of them did much. I'm pretty sure I used Saber thinking that it did things, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my favorite fact is that, so when you equipped an elemental weapon, you became weak to that element. Opposite.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And nobody knew that because since elementals didn't work correctly, it's a bug that's hidden by a bug.
That's great. Fantastic programming.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Right, Rinoa into the chaos fight. Some lock 2, some
invis 2, lock 2, and punch.
899, 10 hits.
900 is not bad unbuffed. Ice 3. Ah, everybody survives Ice 3. That's always nice. Last charge of lock here on Chaos. 10. Ooh, 330. That's
330, nice. Yeah, that's not good.
I think we didn't manage to crit any of those.
I was gonna say, I don't think it was a single crit.
10 hits, 1055 is much better.
Oh, and the Cure 4. Oh,
that's a kind of okay.
It's just an annoyance at this point.
Crack doesn't work. 10 hits, 500. 10 hits, 800. Ooh. Chaos with all of the elemental magic, and
Oh.
Chaos goes
Yeah.
down. GG's in chat for Rinoa with an official time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG's.
Meanwhile, Cloud going through Sea Shrine, making their way to Kraken.
Yep, Cloud going fighter strats instead of black belt strats, which
Yeah.
is understandable considering we found an X-Cal.
Yeah, with all the gear that was found, with all the chest opening, kind of makes sense.
Yep. So for pretty obvious reasons, we will not be having interviews of our runners, since that would spoil the entire game here. So Rinoa's thoughts on the seed will need to remain their own. But we will. It appears that we'll get to see Cloud run the rest of the seed out. We'll see how this goes. Ooh, 2 steps and another encounter.
I think it would be fantastic for the next one of these tournaments. If the administrators didn't know who the runners were as well, that it was somehow randomized behind even the administrative team, and it was just all done with. I don't know if that's a thing that could be done, but maybe someone can program FFR bot to make it happen. Yeah, double
Yeah,
blind type deal. Yeah.
yeah, you might be able to do some sort of double blind thing. Seems like it.
I know I'm enjoying all the speculation in the Discord.
It's always fun, right?
Oh yeah.
It's, oh, this person always does this and they did this, so it must be that person. A great time.
Yeah, but if I was one of the runners, I would be, knowing my opponents, I would purposefully try and do things that
Like
weren't normal for
different.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
throwing everybody off. Make it look like I'm this runner, but actually I'm someone else.
Nuke Massa down.
Oh, I'm assuming they forfeit. Okay, I was
Oh,
gonna say I see.
they must have dumped the delay.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they forfeit. And okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so Cloud is forfeit. And as I said, we will not be having interviews. There's some pretty obvious reasons for that. So tomorrow is game 2 from them at 10 o'clock Eastern. I would keep an eye on the Discord for other matches. There's a lot of matches to get through because we have a round of 16 to get through, and everybody needs to play at least 2.
Yeah, Jay
So
is saying lots and lots of matches tomorrow.
lots and lots of matches tomorrow. It is Wednesday tomorrow, so we'll have to see how that goes. I would like to thank everybody for watching this broadcast today on behalf of Catnip Bumblefarts for doing our tracking, Jay Scheidel for doing our restream, and Mecklin for putting up with me for a couple hours here in the booth.
Oh, it's been great.
It's been a fun time. And one last thing, if you like what you see, head on over to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. There you will find links to the Discord where you can join up and meet all these friendly people. You will find the wiki, which will tell you how to run the randomizer, how to play it, and how to win it, and lots of other resources for you, like trackers and everything else. But that being said, on behalf of everybody at the crew, thank you and good night.